Go to preschool, learn what you can, don't be too weird, have a lot of friends, but girls and boys still have cooties. Go to middle school, get even more friends, start to look at the opposite or same sex in a different way. Go to high school, hormones are raging, but get good grades because you have to get into a great college in order to be successful because you'll be in debt. Finally, you get into college. No parents, no guidelines, no rules. Basically, you're free, but oh wait, society still says you need to be as social and caring and smart, but not too smart. We want someone we can work with, not a know-it-all. But oh wait, by the way, don't get a relationship because that might distract you from your career goals and being successful. So you can date, but we'll make it easy for you. Here's Tinder. Swipe right, swipe left, but don't get too serious. We'll make some guidelines for you. You have to see if you're sexually compatible first, then you have to enter the talking stage, then you have to enter the dating stage, then you have to enter the exclusive stage, then you have to post because who's going to know about your relationship if you don't post? But even if you get to this stage, you might not be dating because there's miscommunication about what exclusive meant. But don't put a label on it. You might ruin the potential relationship. But don't worry. Come senior years, when everyone gets serious and settles down, you might get lucky in 4 years. Just wait, babe. But don't forget, you have to get perfect grades and form social connections and be active and find the perfect job and get married within the next 10 years. Because if you don't, well, are you even trying?
Say your full name, where you're from, what school you go to, and your relationship status.
Hi, I'm Ernest Frimpong. I'm a sophomore, class of 2022. I go to Providence College, have policy and management major, and I am single.
Hi, my name's Gabe Malo Hill. I'm from Ottawa, Ontario in Canada. I go to Providence College, and I've been in a relationship for the past year.
What's up, y'all? I'm Remy Olatunji, sophomore Providence College, class 2022. I am a bio major on the men's soccer team, and I'm off the market.
Hello, my name is Mackenzie Taylor. I go to Providence College. I'm 20 and I am single.
So guys, I'm Paulo Lima. I'm from Portugal. I'm a sophomore at Providence College. I am a social science major, and I am single.
Hello, I'm Jenae Alderson, and I'm the director and creator of this upcoming documentary about love in college. It's one of hopefully many upcoming in the series about many different topics that are controversial, and then just exploring and asking different people about their opinions, their perspectives on it, and then just getting a little bit of what they think about it. So hopefully it's a good test, and you'll see more.
Relationship status, I had to think really hard. I was like, oh shit. I'm in a relationship.
In a relationship. The first one is, what do you think about the topic and like the possible misunderstanding of relationships are too difficult / too much of a distraction to be done during Providence College?
Okay.
I don't think it's wrong. But I mean, obviously I'm in a relationship. So I think it really depends on who the person is and what it's like.
Can you repeat that question, please?
Oh, hello.
I feel like there are some people that maybe think that being in a relationship is like a distraction. Like for me, let's say, I would say that it would be a distraction because if I'm in a relationship, like a relationship takes like a lot of effort. It takes a lot of what you're gonna give to that person. Like if I'm in a relationship, I'm gonna give like 100% to that person. So it's gonna take time, and like I'm at the point that I really want to focus on myself and what I want to do with soccer. So I feel like maybe that could be a distraction. But at the same time, I feel like if it's the right person, maybe it wouldn't be a distraction.
I think relationships are beneficial because it give a person a support system and a healthy distraction from a crazy busy life.
So like I'm at the point where it's like I'm getting older. This person could potentially be the one.
What do you think people like are holding people back from looking for that healthy relationship? Like, because obviously everyone wants a good relationship, but they feel as though every option they get is like not the right person, or they don't give it enough time. So like, what do you think are people's thoughts of maybe, do they think that there are no such things as healthy relationship? Like, why do people not like strive to look for that then?
I feel like in PC, like most people just want to like go out and hang out with a bunch of people, like, and just be free, like, because
in what way? Like free sexually, free?
Yeah, free sexually, like free of any like attachments, like especially guys. I feel like definitely on the guy side, like they just want to like have the best time of their lives and just hang out with, like, to fuck around every single girl they can.
Oh, okay, interesting answer.
Well, I mean, I wasn't like looking for it to be. I mean, in my own experience, like I wasn't looking like, oh wow, I'm gonna like go look for a girlfriend or like go on dates. Like we just kind of organically like had met through other friends, and like kind of over time, I was just hanging out with her a lot, and it was like, oh well, this is actually going really well. I really like this girl.
Right.
So eventually, like we finally, I was like, okay, well, I guess like go to date.
Ooh.
I think it's just more, you don't want to think about it. It's not something you're worried about immediately. It's like, all right, I can see lots of people I enjoy hanging out with, but I don't want to think about that yet until you have to.
So then what is your view then on like the online dating scene and like Tinder and how fast and easy it has become to meet other people, and basically the hookup culture has basically flourished in like the last 2 years?
They have some of the stigma of like, oh my God, like Tinder, but it's everyone's on there. If you're on Tinder, like you see everybody.
I never personally got into the online dating scene.
Tinder? Like
Tinder.
like
And like
dating and stuff
Hinge,
like that.
just like dating apps like Hinge, Tinder, like all of that. Like what?
What was the first one?
Hinge.
Don't know any of that.
Oh.
Well,
Is that a hint?
Yeah, never heard of it.
It's a more upscale Tinder.
Jenae might have just outed herself.
Like, I don't know if people are necessarily looking for like finding relationships on those apps. Like, I think there's a rare occurrence once in a while where like hanging out turns into a few more hangouts, and then it turns into like them talking and then a relationship. But I feel like that's like, I've heard like a bare minimum of like maybe 5 people that has happened to, where they like actually like found something off of a dating app.
Oh,
Okay, I've used it once. I have used it once, and I made a good friend, and then I stopped.
I mean, I've used it before. I've used the apps, all the apps before. I don't know, I'll say all of them. That's a little excessive. I used Tinder and Bumble before, and I mean like even on a small college campus, they can be like, you'll meet people you wouldn't have met otherwise.
Have you been on any social dating app in the past year? And if so, did anything come from that?
Are you asking the host?
Yeah.
Yes, I have been on a dating site. It was Hinge, and it was a more upscale Tinder. But on there, I had at the time I had like put brutal honesty. So I was like, I am abstinent, like I'm vegan. I put like all like my stuff on there, which obviously affected my views. But like then like I met people. I met one person. And then we went on a date, and he was super nice. I didn't like him though, so I told him like we're gonna be good friends. And then I made a friend, and that was that.
Is it better than Tinder? Was that what you just said?
Yeah. Are you writing it down?
I was checking my phone.
Oh, okay.
It can get tiring in the sense that you kind of, if you never really end up sticking with a person that you really enjoy hanging out with, it's kind of, I don't know, it's just emotionally exhausting. At least I found so. At like a certain point, I remember there was one particular point I was just like what am I doing? You know?
And I feel like Tinder is just like it has like a connotation of like sex or something. I don't know.
No, you're right.
It's become a part of hookup culture. Because when I first got to campus, freshman year, the first thing my roommates pulled down the phone late night was Tinder. And really all it is just for quick hookups, supposedly, where it was originally a dating site. And I'm just like, so this what y'all be using Tinder for?
Like, I mean, freshman year, I was single. So, I mean, I kind of partook in some of that. Like, I was definitely, I just got out of a longer term relationship before that. But so, like, I was definitely kind of, not in a relationship, put it that way.
Ooh. Where I think like most of the time, like people use online dating apps just to put themselves out there because they can't find somebody that they're looking for at their school. And like, I mean, like maybe it's just like putting themselves out there in general. Cause like if you're too scared to talk to the person, but like you have a whole bio about like who you're about and like what your interests are, like that just might be able to just be another way to like segue yourself into meeting new people rather than just like going out over the weekend and just like being confident enough to go up to somebody that you're interested in.
How does social media, Twitter, Snapchat, and all of that, how do they cultivate or like make the culture of dating, and how do they dictate how dating should be, in your opinion?
Somebody gonna go?
I was thinking.
Okay,
So you guys can go.
I know at one point, like in my life, I could say that I was focused on what people thought about me. Like, especially growing up in high school, I think like I had like not like a lot of problems with girls, but like it was always like a competition between everybody, like who can get the most likes, like who can get the most guys interested in them.
Specifically talking more about what I've seen from girls that I've seen like, and I know, who have like very curated Instagrams, you know, they get a lot of attention from people who may not have the best intentions, right? So I think that could be tougher for people like that to find, like to have an actual realistic dating pool, as opposed to people there that are just like thirsty.
Social media tends to give a lot of false narratives, because you can see a couple picture or a couple photo and then think everything's sweet, but then in fact that's not the case at all. Like if I am to ever be blessed with a girlfriend or like for a wife, that's not like my first thought is not to post it on Instagram. Like it's just not, like that's personal, and it's between me and her.
And I'm single.
And see, I have so many friends posting like their girlfriends and saying, "You're the love of my life," and all of this, and I know you're cheating on her. Like I'm like,
never mind.
All these
couples.
Like it's like watching a movie for an hour and a half, like a romantic movie, and all you see is good moments, but you don't see all the bad moments in it. Like you don't see like the boring moments where they're all on their phones and stuff like that. I feel like that's the best part of the relationship, like those like small moments. I also want to add that social media, like it's dangerous, because sometimes like guys and girls, like they start getting jealous because of whatever you're watching on social media. Like you just like a picture of some girl, like sometimes you just like on your phone, you're not even looking what you're doing, and you just click on this, and then like, and 5 minutes later you get a message saying, "Why didn't you like her picture? Her bum like is the only thing out." I'm like, I was not even paying attention to that.
Oh, okay. Interesting answer. What is your advice for people in college and relationships, and how to better them and become like eliminate the stigma that there's only a hookup culture in college?
Sticking around for something or just constantly getting with people is like definitely not the way to go. I think if you want to find somebody, like you just got to hold back and just wait for something that's good is going to happen, rather than chasing like something that's impossible to get.
I feel like sometimes when like for jokes like man hating and men hating, like the reason why it gets so annoying sometimes is because the fault of one person tends to get grouped for everybody, and then it's like that's not every guy out there.
Because like I mean, like you don't have to be looking. I think it would be wrong to say that we should try and like that dating is the right thing to do in freshman and sophomore year. It's not the best. It's not for everybody, but don't be scared of it, because if you end up finding someone you really like, you know, and like there's no point in be like, oh my god, I don't want to get in a relationship this early. Like if you like the person, you like the person, right? Like if you really want to spend time with them, like that's not a problem. You know, it shouldn't be scary. It's just if it's good, if you don't like the person, if it stops working out, you can break up.
I'd say definitely pray. You're not like, don't feel like you have to rush to be in a relationship just because
most definitely.
Everybody's relationship is different, and like your time will come. It's just a matter of whether you're gonna be ready for it.
Stop looking at the internet, social media, and all that stuff for relationship advice and for how a relationship's supposed to be, because all that's junk.
If you are in a relationship, trust your partner, whoever it is, because trust is the biggest thing you could have. There's nothing more important than that.
What you said?
I said Ernest is handsome and wholesome. He's not in the streets.
Oh, correct. So if you're trying to come correct, holla at your boy. You feel me?
Oh my God.
Let's debate.
Also, I'm single.